The leader of the New Brunswick Liberal Party joining us via FaceTime from Miramichi tonight. Mr. Vickers, thank you for your time tonight. You were extremely gracious in your remarks just now, but clearly this has been a tough foray into politics for you.
Well, Steve, it was, but you know, we did our best, and as we say on the Miramichi, we give her, and I have no regrets. We have such a beautiful province. We have such beautiful people. Perhaps maybe naively thought I could make an impact in bringing our province together. I have great friends in the Francophone community. I'm bilingual, and I have equally great friends in the First Nations communities. And that was my dream, to reunite our province and to bring our province together. And to bring hope and opportunity to all New Brunswickers.
Mr. Vickers, that's a very interesting statement you've just made. Was elected politics not quite what you expected it would be?
No, Steve, as you probably know, I spent over 10 years of my life up in Parliament Hill, and I forever was involved in interesting situations with different politicians. People think of my career in Parliament Hill with regards to security. My greatest accomplishment when I look at Parliament Hill is bringing minority governments, people together, Jim Flaherty and other House leaders, to agree to shut down Parliament and to restore the renovations that were required for our parliamentary buildings. So I'm well versed in all the issues that go behind the scenes. Perhaps, I think, to my detriment, as you well know, I'm not political and I'm nonpartisan. So I think perhaps that didn't serve me great. But, that's who Kevin Vickers is. And it's for the good of New Brunswick. And I stepped up to the plate. I wanted to hit a home run, but I guess tonight, Steve, I struck out.
Well, Mr. Vickers, you've had a long career in public service. In fact, everything you've done in your life has been about serving the public through the RCMP, through your work in the House of Commons, and then as Canada's representative in Ireland, and now as a politician. So what does Kevin Vickers do now?
Well, Steve, I think it just takes some time to rest. I'm 64, but one of the things I enjoyed the most during this election was getting up every morning and going for a run, and sometimes hearing my younger colleagues in the caucus breathing heavy, trying to keep up with me. So I'll certainly keep that up. Steve, seriously, I really wanted to make a difference in bringing our province together. And, perhaps there's other ways I can do it. I had all kinds of plans in place to really reunite. I want children from Caracat to go over to Minto and spend 2 weeks summer vacation. And I want kids from Minto to go to Caracat and spend 2 weeks. Because I know when you unite children and with families, either Francophone or Anglophone, those bonds last a lifetime. So perhaps I couldn't do it politically, but I'm determined not to let this go, that we have such a great province. We can be a beacon for our country. We can be a beacon for the world. And I'm going to continue with my passion of trying to bring New Brunswickers together. And when I say that, all New Brunswickers, I don't know if you caught it, but during the campaign, I made it very clear that I wanted to have a First Nations person at the cabinet table should I become Premier. And that was another thing that I wanted to do, because I see to access and to develop natural resources, it's fundamental from the get-go that we have First Nation voice at the big table.
Well, Mr. Vickers, again, you've been very, very gracious with your time and your remarks tonight, and your sense of humor is also completely intact. We thank you very much for being with us tonight. Thanks again.